What's up, guys? Going to be doing another battle against Dave today, like I done yesterday, and I'm recording these in succession. Obviously, I'm just recording, uploading them on different days, and if I sound sick, I am. So please excuse that fact. But we're going to be using a different team today. We're going to be using the team that Zheng brought to Brooklyn PC, and he came in second. I've been using this team on a showdown, and it's a pretty good team. I just have my own sets, my own EVs, and my own moves on it, barring the fact that they're pretty much the same Pokemon. That's about it. Other than that, it's an entirely different team than Aaron was using, because I don't know his sets. I know he had Giga Drain, just the standard set on Amoonguss. I don't have that on my Amoonguss. I actually have Clear Smog for Xerneas's. And I'm also running Palkia and Groudon as my restricted legendaries on his team. Palkia has 4 times super, yes, he has the Xerneas. 4 times resistance to both fire and water, which is for the Kyogre. he's got trap with this Gothitelle. Okay, so I have a Groudon. It's really slow, so if he sets up the Trick Room, he's helping me out. He's honestly helping me out. And I have my Amoonguss that can take advantage of his Trick Room as well, and can handle the Sylveon pretty well. I think Hyper Voice would actually be a 3-hit KO because I do have Citrus Berry on my Amoonguss. And I have the Clear Smog on it, so that's really going to be helpful for Geomancies and whatnot. I don't have a Taunter. No, I don't have a Taunter, so it's going to be pretty annoying when I'm dealing with Gothitelle and Cress. What do I want to bring here? I want to bring my... Obviously, I want to bring my Groudon. The question is, I want to bring it back or the front. Palkia is pretty good right here. Honestly, don't want to set up like a Trick Room or anything like that. What have we got? I think I have Spatial Rend and Earth Power. Yeah, Spatial Rend and Earth Power. And I should be faster than his Groudon if it's a Trick Room Groudon, which I have a Trick Room Groudon as well. This is going to be an interesting lead, to say the least. Don't have Kyogre on my team, so that's not going to be helpful to me. I could lead with my Lando, as well as my... No, I don't want to do that. I want to bring him. Okay, did I do that right? I kind of wanted to bring my Palkia right there, but then yet again I was taking too long. I'm just not enjoying this format as much as I enjoyed 2015, and I know everyone who said, with 2015 so boring and stale. Why would you want 2015 over this? I mean, obviously because 2015 is just so much better than this format. At least now it is. I mean, the games are too fast. It's so hard to get these restricted legendaries in your game in order for them to be at least legit. And the different, the many different sets. The players that have big names like Aaron Zheng. Like, I don't want to really name anyone, but I mean, they have so many people that are willing to help them out, and no one's willing to help me out because I'm a no-name. So people can give these like big name players and just help each other out, which is good. It's good for them. I'm not discounting the fact that it's stupid, but they have people giving them legit legendaries, and I have to work a bit harder for that, which it makes it harder for me in turn, and it kind of makes it a bit annoying. And it's not a very good format, to be completely honest with you, but I mean, it's something that we're going to have to innovate with. I mean, it's something we're going to have to deal with the entire year, because it's going to be the format the entire year. So we're going to come up with good innovative stuff, but I have to pick a move right here. Obviously, I'm going to go for Interruptions, because I should be faster than both of them. I honestly don't want to know I don't know what the Crest wants to do, but I honestly could go for the Fake Outs into the Gothitelle. Actually, I could go for the Double Down to the Crest. I'm gonna double down into Crest. I don't feel like dealing with Crest because I think the Gothitelle's gonna protect. Gothitelle typically doesn't have Protect. I mean Gothitelle typically has Protect, and the Cresselia doesn't. So I'm just gonna go for this. Any Gothitelle protects, which is perfect because I was anticipating that. Because players that play against Gothitelles typically try to target down the Gothitelle. Wow, that is very physically bulky. Citrus Berry, so I don't even know if the Eruption will take it out. Let's see what the Cresselia goes for, to be honest. I probably go for like a Trick Room, maybe? A Toxic! Wow! Are you using the same Cresselia you used against me in your Premier Challenge, Dave? And I don't even think the Eruption will actually take it out. Wow, that is insane. No, it won't. Wow! Wow. I did anticipate the Gothitelle protecting right there, though. So what I could do right here is, I didn't even write his team down. Let's write his team down right here really quick. I mean, he had the Gothitelle, he had the Cresselia, he had a Groudon. I honestly think he's going to switch in the Groudon onto the Cresselia slot, or he's just probably going to let the Cresselia go down. So I'm going to go for another Double Edge into Cresselia. That should take it out. And then I'm pretty free to go for another Eruption. I mean, it will do a considerable amount of damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for another Eruption. He had a Groudon, he had a Crest. He had, who had a Xerneas? He had a Sylveon. Sylveon, actually, I haven't seen any Sylveons in this format just yet. There's so many better options than Sylveon, especially the Xerneas. He's going to switch in Groudon on that slot. No, the Xerneas. So the Xerneas is going to go down right here. Yeah, it's not going to take a Double Edge. It's not going to take a Double Edge at all. I don't necessarily know what he's going for that switch, and maybe me targeting down like the Gothitelle with my Double Edge. But I mean, I wanted to take that Crest out right there, and the Eruption should almost take out this Gothitelle, or at least bring it down, because it's not going to have Citrus Berry. It could have Chesto Berry. Yeah, so I did a lot of damage to that Gothitelle, but it also, again, could have Rest. Maybe he was sacking his Xerneas, but I kind of felt like he should have let his Cresselia go down right there so he can get a free switch into anything that he had in the back. And if he has a Sylveon, it's not looking too good for him, because I'm going to resist the Hyper Voice. Yeah, it's going to be the Sylveon. So, he could double down on my Godzilla, but I honestly don't think it will do much. I mean, he could have Hidden Power Ground. If he has Hidden Power Ground, good on him, but I don't think it's going to do much. And the Gothitelle could actually protect here again. But then again, he's not really pulling off too much offensive pressure with his Gothitelle. But the Gothitelle has Trick Room, it has Protect, it probably has Rest and maybe Psychic with the Chesto Berry. So, could go for the Rest right here. But I'm going to go for the Double Edge into the Sylveon. And if my Groudon goes down right here, that's perfectly fine, because then I could switch into either my Mungus or my Lando. And then I'm going to go for a... I'm going to go for a Flamethrower. The Gothitelle really can't do much, so I'm going to go for a Flamethrower into the Sylveon. It's going to launch off a Hyper Voice. It actually should take out my Kangaskhan, which is fine. That's okay. In retrospect, I should have went for a Sucker Punch right there to at least get some chip damage off into it. But then, yet again, he could have maybe went for like a Hidden Power Ground to my Godzilla. Its Psychic does shit tons. Well, I could have Sucker Punched the Gothitelle, but I honestly thought it was going to go for like a Rest or something. Alright, so Toxic will take me out. Then yet again, I could switch into my Amoonguss and then put the Sylveon to sleep. And then he would have to either Psychic my... or he could actually protect Sylveon and then Psychic my Amoonguss, but then yet I'm getting off some damage with my... So what I could do is, I'm going to Spore the Sylveon slot. I'll obviously get the Spore off before the Sylveon. So the Sylveon's probably going to protect right here, but if it Specs, it's not going to be Specs. I mean, that damage wasn't Specs on my Groudon. I mean, I don't really know the damage calc, but that definitely wasn't that Specs. I'm going to put the Sylveon to sleep, but the Gothitelle, honestly, the Gothitelle has to go for like a Psychic. Do I anticipate the Sylveon protecting right here? I have to go for that. Yeah, I have to go for that play. And then I'm gonna Flamethrower. Should I Flamethrower the Gothitelle? Yeah, I'm gonna Flamethrower the Gothitelle. Yeah, he's not gonna protect, so that's good, because then I could just switch into my Lando after my Groudon goes down right here, and then I could possibly go for a Spore into the Gothitelle the next turn as well. But it could have Chesto Berry. That's why I wanted to go for the Spore. If he's he's gonna target down my Amoonguss. That's lovely. That is lovely, because now I'm gonna get rid of the Gothitelle. I mean, I'm gonna go down right here, but then yet again I have my Landorus in the back, and then I could just pretty much go for double Rock Slide, and I get a free switch into my Landorus, which is good, because then his Crest, well, his Crest could go for an Ice Beam. Yeah, his Crest can go for an Ice Beam. All right, so the Crest had Citrus Berry, so if it doesn't have, it's not gonna do much to my Amoonguss, because I'm going to get a Spore off before him. And then I think I'm free to go for a Rock Slide with my Landorus. Because the even if the Sylveon wakes up, the Hyper Voice won't take out my Amoonguss. Then yet again, if it wakes up, it's going to take out, it could take out my Landorus. I'm going to Spore... Should I protect Landorus? Because if the Sylveon wakes up, it's going to take out my Landorus. Hmm. This is going to be a tough one. I'm just going to attack because... Oh, man, I don't want to do that, though. Alright, so this is the situation I'm in right here. I will get the Spore off into the Cresselia before it attacks, obviously, so we can't go for an Ice Beam. But then that gives him a chance to wake up with a Sylveon, go for a Hyper Voice, potentially crit my Amoonguss. I don't think, my Amoonguss will get taken out, and the Citrus Berry will proc. And then... my Landorus will go down to a Hyper Voice, but then yet again, I have that chance for him to stay asleep, so I'm going to go for that. I'm going to get a Spore off into the Cresselia. I could have went for a Clear Smog, but the Clear Smog wouldn't have KO'd the Sylveon. See if the Sylveon woke up! I knew it! I knew it! I should have protected! Well, oh my god. Oh my god. I should have protected, then I would have wasted another turn of Trick Room. Oh my god. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. Oh my god. That was really bad. I should have protected. Because Trick Room's going to expire next turn. And then I could Spore the Sylveon this turn. Yeah, I definitely whiffed that one. Definitely whiffed that one. Yeah, I'm just going to forfeit. Yeah, I definitely fucking whiffed that one. Oh, that's so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Oh my god, that is so frustrating. I could have won right there, but did not play very well right there. If I protected Landorus right there, and then the following turn I spored with my Amoonguss, I win. I win. But I played too aggressively, and obviously if you play too aggressively, you can lose. Wow, that was... Oh my god. He's texting me right now. Well. I messed up. Yep. He's gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna see when you watch this video, Dave. Alright, game 2. Let's write this entire team down. So the only one that I was missing was the Scizor. Alright, so I really don't... I didn't do anything wrong last game except not protect Landorus, because if I protect Landorus, I win the game. So I can honestly bring... I want to bring Kangaskhan, I want to bring Groudon. I'm feeling Palkia right here. He has a lot of special attackers, barring the Groudon and the Scizor, but the Scizor can't really do too much to my team unless it gets off like a Swords Dance. I don't really like the Landers. I think I'm gonna bring full Trick Room team. I'm gonna bring Kang. I'm gonna bring Kang, and then I'm gonna bring my let's see Palkia speed, because Sylveon's gonna be annoying. Sylveon's gonna be annoying. He doesn't have any fake out support on his team, which is really good. He could bring Sylveon and then Palkia in the front. I'm gonna bring Palkia and Kang in the front, Groudon in the back, and then I really like Amoonguss for this matchup, barring the Groudon. Landers always presents a lot of offense, but he knows I'm not Assault Fested now. I'm gonna bring the Amoonguss in the back, put things asleep under the Trick Room if I have the chance to. Let's see how this wants to work itself out. I really screwed up the last match. Definitely should have had that one. So disappointed in myself. There's always that one decision that you make in the game that determines the entire game, and that, me not protecting with the Landers right there, definitely decided that, because I knew he was going to wake up. I honestly knew he was going to wake up. I don't think I've ever gotten of, like, at least 2 or 3 turns of sleep. Everyone always wakes up next turn on me. Alright, so let's see who goes through Primal Reversion first. If it's him, I know he's speed tying with me with Min Speed Groudon. Oh wait, no, I didn't even leave my Groudon, so I can't even like determine whether or not he actually is. Way 2 right here is I can go for I honestly think he's gonna protect Groudon and then Trick Room Cress. I think it protects Groudon, Trick Room's Cress. What's he gonna do? But it's yeah, I think he's gonna protect Groudon, man. I really think he protects Groudon. So I'm gonna fake out Cresselia, and then switch out right here. I don't really want to switch out my Palkia. Him leading Cress and Groudon really shows to me that he's going to protect Groudon, and then he's going to Trick Room with Cress. Then I can reverse the Trick Room, so that really determines to me that he is min speed Groudon. What I can actually do is, I can go for Fake Out, let him get up the Trick Room, put it in my Amoonguss, and then put his Groudon to sleep next turn. That's honestly what I'm going to do. I could have went for like the Double Edge again into the Cresselia, but then yet again, if he doesn't go for that... Oh, why would I want to do that? I want him to get the Trick Room up. So I'm going to Mega Evolve right here, put in my Amoonguss. He can't get attack off with the Groudon, and then I have the ability to put him to sleep the next turn. It all depends on... Yep, he's going to protect Groudon, so that was completely obvious. So I could have went for the Double Edge into the Cresselia, but I had to go for the safe Fake Out right there in case he didn't. It's going to Icy Wind. I was not anticipating that, and that is not good, because I was anticipating the Trick Room. Oh, no! Ah, no. No. Oh, fuck me. Alright, so he's going to probably Eruption. I can't reach out of that away. It looks like Kangaskhan's going down right here. Wow, Icy Wind. I didn't know Cresselia's ran that now. I thought they whole ran Trick Room. He went for the Trick Room, was in such a good position. If I went for my own Trick Room, I'd be looking fine and dandy right now, because then I could have went for an Earth Power into the Groudon. Oh my god, I suck. Wow, this is why I cannot stand this format. I fucking hate this format. Because one turn decides the entire battle, and you can't switch in this format. There are very few Pokemon that you could switch in. And it pretty much, like, me switching in my Amoonguss right there, thought he was going to go for Trick Room. I'm losing my Amoonguss right here. And I can't even protect Kangaskhan. Wow, this really is bad. This is pretty bad. I'm just gonna have... what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I guess I kind of gotta hope he screws up and doesn't go for an Eruption, or hope it doesn't KO my Amoonguss. That is so bulky. That is so bulky. Gonna Precipice Blades. That's actually pretty good. It's not gonna KO my Kangaskhan, or at least it should. And let's see if the... I don't think the Psychic will actually KO my Amoonguss. It won't. It will not. So I'm gonna get a Spore off, or unless it crits. Yeah, it's not gonna crit. Okay, alright, good. I'm gonna get a Spore off into the Groudon. Okay, so it's not looking that bad now. So I could have just went... I honestly thought it was gonna Eruption, but looks like it's gonna be a physical set. He has Protect, he has Precipice Blades. Probably has maybe like Fire Punch, or he could have the Overheat. But right now, he could switch out his Groudon. But then yet again, he has to take a guaranteed turn to sleep. And if it switches in anything, it will be that Scizor. I honestly think it will be Scizor. Because that's the only thing that could take a Double Edge. It's the only thing I could take a Double Edge. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to Double Edge. And then I honestly want my Amoonguss to go down right here, and then I can get my Palkia in for free. Get some good damage under the Groudon, but I honestly think he's going to switch in into Scizor. And if he has a Scizor, that is so good for him, because then yet again, I'm going to be setting a Trick with my Palkia. I need to. And his Scizor could actually take advantage of that. So I'm going to Rage Powder right here. I just don't want him to go for like a Psychic KO into my Kangaskhan. And I should not be knocked out by this Double Edge, unless it gets like a crit or something. That isn't ridiculously bulky. That is insanely bulky. Yeah, it's not going to KO me right here, which is good. And then Chris is going to go for Psychic. I kind of honestly could have went for like a Protect right there and then Rage Powder the following turn. But then yet again, I didn't want him to get the Psychic KO on my Kangaskhan, because the Kangaskhan is so valuable right here. Okay, so I'm going to switch into my Palkia. The Kangaskhan goes down. I get a free switch into my Groudon, and then I can sweep from that point on. And I'm going to Trick Room right here. That's definitely something I'm going to do. Is Icy Winds can't do too much. He probably will go for like a Toxic onto my Palkia, which is fine. That's okay. He probably will protect Groudon right here. But if he doesn't protect, I'm going to get another Double Edge. And actually, this Double Edge recoil won't KO me. I'm going to Trick Room. But I honestly think Groudon's going to wake up. Yeah, he's going to go Protect. See, go with your gut. Go with your gut. Last game, I should have went for a Protect with my Landers, and I didn't do that. Now I knew he was going to Protect. I honestly don't think this will KO my Kangaskhan. I'm pretty bulky. Yeah, it doesn't. And this is actually really good for me because I'm going to be incredibly fast now with the Trick Room being up. Alright, so the Trick Room goes up. Now I have priority over this Groudon right now. I am free to go for a low kick. I don't want to get any recoil damage into my Kangaskhan. Honestly, I could go for like a double edge. I could double edge Cresselia, and it's honestly what I'm going to do. I'm going to double edge Cresselia. Where should I go for a Sucker Punch? Nah, he's going to KO my Kangaskhan regardless. I'm going to go for Earth Power. What did I do? Did I double... Oh, crap. Did I double edge the Cresselia? Like I said I was going to do? I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. But the Cresselia is annoying. I got to get rid of it because it can still pick up KOs with Psychic. But honestly... I should have went for a Sucker Punch and then let him KO my Kangaskhan with Psychic so he doesn't get any damage onto my Palkia. And I do reveal that I have Earth Power with my Palkia now, so that's good information for him to know, but I didn't want to miss with my Spatial Rend. Because Spatial Rend has a 5% chance to miss. My luck, he would actually get it. And I'm going to Double Edge. Let's see how much this does. I need to hope for a crit. Oh my god, that is so bulky. It's not even going to proc the Citrus Berry. It's so bulky. Alright, he's going to go for a Psychic right here. Or he could actually reverse Trick Room, but if he has... Oh, he's going to Toxic. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, if he has Trick Room with Icy Wind, that's not too good for him. But it actually could have benefited in the long run because I just set up my own Trick Room. And I do have my Groudon in the back, so I have my Heavy Hitter. I can go for an Explosion. Or Eruption, not Explosion. I honestly could go for... Sylveon's going to be really annoying right here, so what I can do is I can Eruption. I'm Hobbin Berry, so I don't have that Fairy reducing berry. I have it for all the dragons in the metagame. In retrospect, I should probably have that berry that damages fairy types attacks because of the Xerneas's. So I'm going to Eruption right here. Don't know whether or not the Sylveon... I still don't know whether or not the Sylveon... Excuse me, has Protect. I really don't know whether or not the Sylveon has Protect. So he had Cresselia, he had Groudon, he has Sylveon. I don't know who he has in the back. Just the Scizor, I'm looking pretty good. It could be the Xerneas. If it's the Xerneas, still again, not looking half bad. But then yet again, I have two special attackers on the field right now. I can't Spatial Rend. Oh, I'm actually red with my 3DS right now. I'm going to... See now, if I go for Eruption into Sylveon, or... let's do it. Oh no, he's going to be faster. Yeah, so I'm going to Protect right here. I'm going to have to Protect. He's probably going to, Psychic, Groudon, and Hyper Voice. Yep, he's going to Hyper Voice. I didn't anticipate him being slower. I forgot about that. Yeah, this is not going to do much. I got to get my Charger because my 3DS is going to die. Oh, he has Moonlight. Well, that's pretty good. That's good. I fucking lose. Alright, yeah, I lost. Let me see. I have to pull off a double right here, get a Flamethrower off, and that's what I gotta hope for right here. I don't know whether or not going... Well, he had an Icy Wind. I think he had... Yeah, he had Icy Wind, so... He's not going to go for Ice Wind because I have to trigger him up. But I have to get the double with the Palkia right here. And knock out the Sylveon. Sylveon most likely doesn't have... He's going to withdraw Cresselia. Let's see who he goes into. Let's see who he goes into. Xerneas. Okay. That's okay. This Palkia is not looking too good with staring down two fairies. Do I get the double? Nah, I don't get the double. I don't even think I've ever gotten a double either. I'm getting so unlucky. And that's pretty much game. Yeah. Do not like this meta at all. Let's see if this will KO the Sylveon. It honestly will. Yeah, there you go. Groudon can't pull this through. There is no way he can pull this through. Not go. I should have went for like Flamethrower into the Sylveon, but then yet again I still wouldn't have KO'd. The Trick Room is still up, so let's see how much damage this will do to a Xerneas, which is most likely Timid, max HP, max speed. Because I think I could live a Psychic, but then again I'm not going to live a Psychic / Moonblast, which is probably what he's going to do right here. Let's see how much this does. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a 2-hit KO. That's not bad. This won't take me out, but then yet again, he's got a geometry. Well, yeah. he's rubbing salt on my wounds right now. And then I think Trick Room actually expires after this. I think Trick Room will expire. But then yet again, a Psychic will take me out anyway, so there is no way I can win. Well. Ah, man, I just suck, man. I'm just not good at all at this 2016. Doesn't really matter what kind of team I put together. I mean, Aaron Zheng literally came second out of 61 people at Brooklyn PC with this team, and I can't even win one game with it. Granted, I won plenty of games on Showdown, but I can't. I mean, I could have won the first game, but then yet again, I whiffed it, and then there will be a game 3, but. Yeah, if I would have been able to actually switch out like Amoonguss like right there, like I honestly thought he was going to go for an Eruption, but if I was able to switch out on my Amoonguss, you know, I'd be looking pretty good right there. But this is not a meta where you can actually, you know, switch in and switch out freely like you could in 2015 and turn the game into... you know, shift the game in your favor, gain momentum. It's not like that. If you don't lead properly, if you don't basically play flawlessly, you're pretty much screwed. And for players that don't play the game as much as, you know, for players that don't play the game too much, such as myself, I mean, I have work, you're not going to do fairly well in this metagame, and I really don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it at all. But, you know, you gotta practice and stuff like that. It's something I'm gonna have to do with the time that I probably will not have. But it's something I'm gonna have to do, so... I hope you did enjoy this episode. Hope you enjoyed watching me get my ass kicked for a second time. And I'll catch you all sometime this week, hopefully, with some more Pokemon VGC 2016. Peace.